guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I created this really pretty purple smoky eye. And can we just take a moment to appreciate that for today's look, I'm actually using a drugstore palette. Yes, girl, I'm using a NYX palette. So for today's eyes, I'm using the NYX Off Tropics palette. This is what the cover of the palette looks like, and this is what the inside looks like. It's very, very pretty. I do want to use this one again to see how the other shadows perform. But we are going to be using this shade over here and this shade right over here to create today's eye look. I have some mixed emotions about how I like this palette, so when you continue watching, you'll see what I think about this one. I did want to mention as well that in the video, I do have my brows already done, but you guys know, as usual, I do like to only show just the eye portion if it's a very long or very complicated look. But today's look was super easy, so I figured that I would try to just show you guys my full face. So not only is this video going to be a talk through instead of a voiceover, but I'm also showing my entire makeup routine for today's look. I also wanted to mention to you guys that in the video I did already do my brows with my usual brow products. If you were interested, it'll be down below in the description box. And then I did use this to prep my lips. I use it every single day before I do my makeup. This is the Lash Lip Glowy Balm. It's so good for the lips. It really hydrates before you put on like a liquid lipstick. So I like to just prep my lips with this before I start my makeup. That way I have it on for my whole for the whole time that I'm doing my makeup. That way by the time I put on the liquid lipstick, it's not super dry looking. So I did haul this in my Sephora haul as well, so just an update. I absolutely freaking love this. I cannot live without it. So I went ahead and picked up the pear one as well. So I have the berry and the pear, and I do plan on picking up the peach one at some point because it's bomb. If I could recommend one to you if you want to try it, I would recommend the pear. It smells so freaking good. Like, you have to go to Sephora and smell it, and girl, I promise you that you're gonna be like, put it in my basket. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that to you guys. And other than that, I did show my full face. Like I said, I did use, I want to say, a good mixture of drugstore products. So I'm very, very happy about that. I want to show more drugstore on here because I do use drugstore products. I'm just such a high-end girl, but I do have some gems from the drugstore that I cannot live without. And other than that, I think that's everything I had to say. Again, I'm so sorry I sound so congested, but your girl has a cold, so we're just going to rock it out. I still wanted to film a video for you guys. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how I created this really pretty purple smoky eye with this NYX palette, then just keep on watching. We're gonna jump right into creating this look. So I'm gonna be creating this look today with the NYX Off Tropics palette. It's so beautiful. I wanted to get into using a little bit more affordable things on my channel. I know I use a lot of high-end makeup, so I wanted to switch it up a bit. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. We are going to be using a few different blending brushes. So the first brush that we're going to jump into, this is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. This is what the brush looks like. It's a very small, precise blending brush, and we're going to start off with this brush just to pack the color into the crease. So I'm just going to dip my brush right into that shadow, and we are going to literally just start to apply it. So as you guys can see with this look, I'm not starting off with a neutral transition color, so that's why I'm working with a smaller brush first before going in with a big fluffy brush to blend everything out, because girl, you don't want this color to look crazy. So you want to start off with a small brush first, and then we will work our way up. And you honestly just want to continue doing that. So you want to just continue blending and then packing on the color. Since we're only using this one shade, this is literally all you're going to be doing for this entire look. It's just packing on the color and blending it out. So I'm going to switch to another brush at this point. This is the Morphe M518 brush. It looks like this. It's a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to go ahead and dip right into that shadow just like we did before. And I'm going to use this brush to kind of pack this color on and blend it at the same time. Okay, so once we're about here, I'm going to go ahead and take a flat shader brush, and we're going to start to pack this color all over the lid. This is the Morphe M166 brush. It's a very nice flat shader brush. It gets a wide range of space on the lid. But it packs on the shadow beautifully. So I'm going to pick up that same purple shade again, and we're going to start to pack this color all over the lid. Okay, so switching out my brush, I'm going back in with that JH40 brush, and I'm going to start to work this color in the crease again. And then I'm going to go back in with that flat shader brush, and we're just going to pack that color on one more time. Okay, so at this point, that's pretty much what your eyes should look like. I'm gonna go ahead and continue blending, and we will be right back. So of course, for the brow bone highlight, we're gonna jump into the Riviera palette from Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and I'm gonna go in with that shade Sales, and we're gonna actually pop that right on the brow bone. If I can find a brush, yep, right here. So I'm actually gonna pop that right on the brow bone, just to bring some light there. Ooh, she's pigmented. Okay guys, so now that we are done with all that blending, we're gonna go ahead and prep our lashes to put on some falsies. So I'm gonna jump into my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. This is one of my favorite high-end mascaras. Gives you beautiful length, volume, and the brush on here is amazing. I'll go ahead and show you guys the brush as well. So the brush just looks like this. So good. It's a very tiny bristle, so it really lifts and grabs every single hair. So I absolutely love it. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop this right on the lashes. Okay guys, so this is what the eye is looking like so far. Super easy, super cute, very easy to do. So it's not something that's gonna take you too much time. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes off camera just because I do plan on doing a how to apply false lashes. And then we will be right back to do my face. I'm also gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera as well. So we will be right back. For foundation today, I'm actually going to be using my Tarte Foundsealer foundation. I have been loving this foundation. This has been my everyday foundation. It also has your SPF of 20, which is really nice, so it's going to protect the skin for you. Here's what the packaging looks like, and I'm wearing mine in the shade Medium Neutral. I also have the shade Light Medium Neutral that matches me more in like the winter time. But right now I would like to say I have a little bit of color, so we're gonna go in with the shade Medium Neutral, and I'm taking that on my Wet n Wild sponge. This is one of the best sponges. This is definitely a dupe for the Beauty Blender. I don't know if you guys can see, but like the coverage of this is amazing. I love this foundation. It still looks like skin, which is nice. I don't like heavy foundations. I just feel like number one, I don't need that much coverage. And number two, I want my makeup to last all day. Okay, so this is what the skin is looking like so far with just 1.5 pumps of foundation. So moving on to concealer, for today I'm going to be using the Jouer High Essential Coverage Concealer in Creme Cafe. You guys know I've raved about this before. You saw me haul it in my Sephora haul, and I have been obsessed ever since. Gives you beautiful coverage. It is just as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape, which is like a cult favorite. But it's not as drying, which I love because I'm on the drier side, so I need something that's going to give me hydration but still nice full coverage under the eyes. Okay, so that's exactly what this does for me, so I freaking love it. I already have a backup in my backup drawer because girl, I can't run out. I'll have a panic attack, literally. I am going to be using this for the first time today. It has been sitting in my drawer. I actually have the vanilla shade, I have banana, and I have translucent, and I have not used any of them yet, so they're just like still in the box. But we're going to be using it today to set my under eyes. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. This is what the packaging looks like. So beautiful. This setting powder is huge. Like, there's so much product in here. It's so freaking big. So I'm going to use mine in the shade Vanilla today. I don't know if I already said that. So first of all, it's going to be a struggle trying to open this right now with my nails. So this is what the powder looks like. It has like a really nice hue to it, so it's not completely white like a translucent powder, but it's not yellow like a banana powder. So it's like right in the middle, which is great. This chair is annoying me. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and blend out our concealer. This concealer, oh my god, every time I use it, I'm like, wow, I love you. It's so good. Look at that coverage. Wow, you look like a whole new chick, girl. That concealer is nice and blended. We are looking flawless. So I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye. I'm going to take that same Wet n Wild sponge, and it's still damp, and I'm going to go ahead and dip it right into the powder. And we're going to use this to set the under eye. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. This is what the packaging looks like, and I am using mine in the shade Light. I do have the shade Medium as well. It's a little too tan for me at the moment, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm sorry that I'm moving so much. I'm just looking for my brush. So, of course, I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics brush. This is the dual-ended brush that I showed in my favorites video. If you have not seen that video, I will link it down below, girl. Okay, so go watch it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set all this foundation down. Okay, so moving on to bronzer. Let's get it. So for bronzer today, I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is what the bronzer looks like. It is very much loved. I used to use this bronzer every single day because it's more of an affordable bronzer. And to apply my bronzer, I'm using the Morphe M437 brush. It looks like this. It's just a nice fluffy brush that gets right in the contour of the cheek but also blends. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to go in with the Catrice palette, and I'm actually going to just mix all the shades together, and we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my look, but whatever. Okay, so while we go ahead and apply our highlights, I'm going to go ahead and just clean up this bronzer a little bit, and to do that, I always use my Fit Me loose powder. Not only do I love this powder, but it's very, very affordable, and I feel like baking is such a waste of product because you're literally just putting on a ton of powder and then just brushing it off. So I can't even imagine using like my Anastasia powder or like a Dermablend powder because it's just such a waste. So these are always super affordable, and I feel like Maybelline at Ulta is always buy one get one 50% off. So that's when I go ahead and I stock up on these. So just a recommendation for you guys if any of you guys like to bake and don't want to waste your expensive powders. Okay, so we're actually going to be using two highlighters today. So the first highlight I'm going to be using is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This is one of the best highlighters ever freaking made. If you have not tried it before, girl, you are missing out. It's a beautiful warm gold highlight. I'm going to go on with this first, and I'm going to apply it with my Anastasia highlighting brush. This is the A23 brush. I'm sure all of you guys have seen this brush before. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip into my highlighter, and we're going to just apply that to the skin. I mean, come on. You're telling me you don't need this highlighter? It's bomb. I like highlighter to be everywhere. Like, I want to go everywhere. We're going to do, of course, the tip of the nose as well as the bridge of the nose. I like to just go up and wiggle because I don't want it to be too highlighted. The Cupid's bow, highlighting the Cupid's bow is so important. It just makes them look nice and full and just gives you that beautiful, like, pouty, juicy lip. And, of course, the chin, because why not? I'm trying to look like a Tin Man over here. Okay, that's the first highlighter, but we're not done. We're gonna go in with the Juvia's Place loose highlighter, and this is in the shade Nefertiti. So I'm actually just gonna use what's in the actual cap instead of dipping my brush inside the product. So I'm gonna take that same A23 brush from Anastasia, dip in my cap, dust that off because we don't want too much because this is very, very shimmery. This is not an everyday highlighter. And we're gonna, I like to just tap this on first. Look at that. Wow, beautiful. And they're so affordable. I think they're like 10 bucks for these highlighters. So for the eyes, instead of doing a black in the waterline, because we have that smoky purple going on, I want to keep the eyes open. I don't want to shrink them and make them look smaller. We want to make them look bigger, wider, you know, more beautiful. So what I'm going to take is actually my Tarte Fake Awake. This is their nude eyeliner. I'm going to try to see if this will focus on this little pencil. I highly doubt it. Oh, it did. Okay. So this is what the pencil looks like. It's just a beautiful nude shade, and it's just your basic nude color. Any nude color will work for the waterline. Okay, so I'm done applying the liner. I wanted you guys to see as I look down, because you can kind of see it against my brown eyes. That nude color just looks so stunning. It just really opens up the eyes and gives you like that wide-eye effect that we want with this look because it's so smoky and dark. So moving on to the lower lashes, we're going to go back in with that NYX palette, if I can grab it. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and take that purple shade right over here. We're going to take that shade first, and then I'm going to go in with that darker purple and just add it on top. Okay, so starting off with that lighter purple, I'm going to just dip my brush in there. I'm using this really tiny blending brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe E36. Can you guys tell that all my brushes are like, literally, they're all Morphe. Like, Morphe was good. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm just going to blow this out right on the lower lash line. This is going to be like the main color, but you want to do less is more, guys. In makeup, less is more. You can always build it up, but you can never take it off. So I always like to start off with just a little bit at a time. And guys, with these one color eye looks, like you can do this with any color that you wanted. You could do it with pink, you can do it with orange. Like I've done it with orange, I've done it with green. They're just simple looks that make such an impact. So don't think you have to use a purple, because girl, you don't. You can use whatever shade you wanted to. So I'm gonna go in with one of these. This is just like a flat definer brush. This is the Morphe M410 brush. It's just like a little square brush. Gets really close to the lower lash line, and I'm gonna take that dark eggplant color all the way at the end near the orange, and we're just gonna keep this right at the lower lash line, like right at that base, just to give the eyes some definition. So for the inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and take that same Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey, and we're just gonna put some of that highlighter right in the inner corner of the eye. It just brings light to the eyes, but not in a shocking way. It's still, the purple's still the star of the show, but you have like that little bit of light in the inner corner. Alright, so for lips today, I'm actually going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in... Anyways, it's from her birthday collection that she just launched this year. This is the packaging, you can barely see it, but this is from her birthday collection this year. So it came in like a lip kit with a liquid lipstick. So I'm not 100% sure what's the name of this lip liner, but it's the only one in that bundle. So I'm gonna go in with this and just line my lips. Okay, so that's the lip liner. So for today, we're going to be using two different lipsticks. They're both liquid lipsticks, and the first one I'm going to be using is the Smashbox Liquid Lip in Fair Game. This is one of my favorite nude colors, so we're going to go ahead and apply this first. Okay, so here's what the lips look like with just Fair Game on top. Looks absolutely beautiful. You could definitely just wear this just like this with just this lipstick, but of course I cannot do a nude lip with a warm eye without using my all-time favorite liquid lipstick in the shade Namaste. And you guys know this one's from Tarte. I have about 6 of these in my collection, and I honestly just switched them out because I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to just the center of my lips, just to give like that really pretty pouty look. Like that. See, I just feel like it gives it something extra when you apply like that Namaste shade. It could be, it gives you something extra, or I'm just really obsessed. Okay guys, so last but not least, this is the completed look. However, we cannot forget setting spray. Setting spray is so important to keep your makeup on all freaking day. You guys know that I'm obsessed with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist. This mist is so beautiful. It's very expensive in my opinion. I feel like for the price you get so little product in here. However, it's bomb. It's very much worth the money, but I feel like I just wish they made it bigger. That's all I'm trying to say. However, if you guys have been wanting to get that dewy look, but you want more of an affordable version, since I've been trying to use affordable stuff in today's video, I did want to recommend this one. This is an oldie but goodie. I have 2 of these because, girl, I have one that I use and one as a backup, so you know the love is real. This is the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. I feel like this setting spray does not get enough love. It is so good. This is definitely a dupe for the Watermelon Glow Mist. This gives you a beautiful dewy look to the skin. It does not look oily. It just looks nice and radiant, kind of like you're just glowing from within. So I highly recommend picking this one up. I'm pretty sure everywhere carries this setting spray that I know of. I know you can get it at CVS, you can get it at Walmart. Basically, you can get it anywhere that they carry Milani products. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and set our face. So can you guys just see the glow that I'm talking about? It just makes the skin look so healthy. Like, it doesn't look oily, it doesn't look shiny, it doesn't leave any type of residue on your face. It just looks nice and luminous. So if you guys were looking for a dewy setting spray and you don't want to spend the money on this one, then girl, I would highly recommend getting this Milani one because it's freaking amazing. Alright guys, so once you're done with your setting spray, this is the finished look. So going over the palette, I feel like I have like a love-hate relationship with this one. I love how pigmented the shadows are, but I hate that when I was blending it was just getting patchy and blotchy. But I feel like if you work with it, you can get like a good look with this. Like, looking at the look now, it actually looks really beautiful. I actually really like it. You guys know I love my purples and my pinks. So I'm really feeling this one. As far as the blush palette, that was the first time I used the blush palette as well. I think it's beautiful. I think the colors are really nice. I was kind of scared about using that orange shade. I thought it was going to be a little too intense, but mixing them all together worked perfectly. The Anastasia setting powder under the eye, absolutely beautiful. I don't know why I waited so long to open that powder, but girl, now I will be using it every single day. Believe me on that. And yeah, I tried to use more drugstore products in this video, so let me know down below if you guys want to see more videos of me just using drugstore, maybe a video of like a full face of only drugstore makeup. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think that was everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram. I will have my Instagram name right here somewhere. That way you guys can follow me. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.